Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Modded Minecraft 1.10. And I've been a little bit busy between episodes. You might be able to tell in the lower left hand corner. I've done a bunch of fusion crafting, just the basic level stuff. We don't have enough nether stars to go crazy. Also with the bow, I got the speed all the way up to the top tier. So now we can machine gun things. I have also added a few different mods to the mod pack. Well, collection anyways. And it's raining up. Perfect. Anyways, there was one mod I wanted to put in here. There's a version of custom NPCs for 1.10, but unfortunately it messes with the loot tables for the Ender Dragon, so I had to take it out. But I really wanted to play with that. I was really looking forward to it. And it happens. It happens. Anyways, we're going to wander over here for one of the things that we were going to work on today. And, yeah, I finally got around to installing iron chests. But that's not what we're going to be focusing on. I've installed Immersive Engineering. Got our engineer's manual, our coke oven bricks, and our blast furnace bricks. Now, one of the things that I was hoping to do at some point is get the advanced blast furnace, but I've also been playing around with things like the diesel generator in Creative World, and I really like the ambience of the thing. So we'll eventually get to that, but for now, one step at a time, as I say. Get out our hammer, because we're gonna need to do that. And I made way too many coke bricks. Bless them. Yeah, just throw it on the ground. Good job. For our basic blast furnace. Do I need the 4096 RF a tick that the diesel generator produces? No. It's entirely for ambience. And a crude blast furnace. Alright, put stuff away. Maybe. Put that in here, put that in here. We're going to need some coal, which I did not bring with me. I put it over there because this direction we're kind of running into where it's all solid mountain. There's just not really a good spot to put it. And the trees that are around here I want to keep there for now. For now. I think it'll do the bricks at a time, but we're also going to want buckets. Because we need to get the creosote oil out of it in order for it to keep making more coal coke. But it'll be a couple minutes before that part's ready. Alright, stick that in there. Maybe go have a nap. Is my night vision on? No. Okay. But yeah, I've also added railcraft and something else. Oh yeah, one of the other things I did was added more enhanced achievements. No, I haven't really added anything beyond the immersive engineering. Now, the downside of having added immersive engineering and railcraft both is that now the capacitor recipe calls for copper. Fortunately, our environmental tech laser does get the immersive engineering copper. Not cop. There we go. So we have some copper. Let's see, buckets. Do we have empty buckets? Yes. Yes, we do. I have no idea why the signs have been doing that. You get it just right and it turns into black bars. That was a recent development. I had discovered, I don't know if it's been fixed because there was just an update that I just downloaded for it, but with a environmental, or with the wrong mod, with Immersive Engineering, there was an issue where you go click on the squeezer in the manual and it crashes out the game. I do not know if it still does that. But I do know we're going to need both the squeezer and the, wherever I put the manual, the squeezer and the, I think it's a fermenter? Heavy machinery, squeezer, and the fermenter, and also the refinery to make the biodiesel fuel for this. But we're not anywhere near that yet, so we're going to put the manual away for now. Alright, let's see. How's our iron doing? Looks like it's growing. Yeah, before I'd really done any 1.7.10 modded, I didn't know that it showed you which level of these upgrades. Where? 9. There should be only one. Oh, wait, that's right. One block. Never mind. There should be another one of those, but it used to, in 1.7.10, it would outline it with the tier of capacity upgrade that you've got in it. I didn't know that because in 1.8.0 they got rid of that, and it's been without that ever since. I think it's because you can look at it with things like Whale, and it'll tell you the stack limits and whatnot. I think that might be why. Anywho, let's see. What else could we do today? Oh, yeah, I added quantum storage units. And it turns out that while the applied energistic systems will connect to deep storage units from Mind Factory Reloaded, they do not connect to the quantum storage unit for some reason. But I do know the refined storage does, so it's a little wonky. I may end up installing that and doing a blended system. And just so you guys know, I did have a little incident where I accidentally took out like all of this. Yeah, I'd been playing around with the Staff of Power and I forgot that I had it set to a large, like 5x5x5 mining area, and I went to remove something. I think it was I had attached the barrel to, or not the barrel, the single drawer to the quantum storage unit to export the cobblestone. And then I went to remove the the storage drawer and took out a lot more than just that. Oh yeah, I don't think that I had that in the last episode here. I know this wasn't mentioned, but that's from an experiment that didn't work. I got a couple of quantum rings set up, one for the nether, one for the end. I don't have one in the mining dimension because, quite frankly, I don't need it in the mining dimension. Speaking of which, I got stuff in here running and running and running and not doing anything. Yeah, because we're making more singularities at a cobblestone. And I don't know why that's not working correctly. It shouldn't have anything spawning here. I'll have to check the configs. Unfortunately, if you add mods later, you have to go further and further and further out to find any more of the stuff. Even in the mining dimension, which isn't as thoroughly explored. I did label my elevator buttons. The minimap, every time I update the Forge version, I have to go and completely erase the folder full of all the files with the images because it starts doing a wonky half between the surface and underground view. It's really annoying. But yeah, I went over there with the immersive engineering because it's starting to get difficult because of the elevation changes over here. I mean, I could have come off this way, but then where do I attach it and whatnot? It was easier to come over here. Everything is interconnected. It is technically one continuous building. It's just, and then on this side up here, you run into the problem where you're hanging out over nothingness because of the river. It seemed like the best solution to me at the time. As I recall, unlike in vanilla with immersive engineering stuff, I believe it is a 1-to-1 ratio. You use one coal coke, you get one steel ingot. Yeah, we're already getting acceptable. I messed around in my creative world and put wood logs in there, and it got that pink and black texture it uses when there's no valid texture. It filled that all the way up, and I couldn't empty it. So yeah, we don't have any iron on this, but I thought maybe we could at least get some steel started today. The reason why, the other thing to get the advanced one going is because it's a lot faster, especially once you get the preheaters. Get 2 preheaters on it. It goes a lot faster. The other thing too with immersive engineering is the running. I really like having the wires hanging. We'll need the creosote oil for other things later. Let's go put that away. There's also been an update to Ender.io. Now you can do the ME cables through Ender.io. When I first put it all in here, you couldn't do that. Mostly because ME Applied Energistics wasn't available at the time. So yeah, we should be able to make the ME conduits. That's actually not bad. We ran out of conduit binder first. Huh. This is set up to automatically export it directly into the ME system. So, I don't think we really need dense ones for this. I don't think. That's going to be interesting to try to wire up. Yeah, I guess. And then we've got that, which goes... I forget where that goes. Yeah, it would be up there. It goes over there somewhere. Oh yeah, that goes over to the reactor. That's also something that I've done, as I installed a couple of mods to make transferring RF a lot easier. Nope. Gotta actually click on it. Installed some flex ducts. It's really simply called the flex ducts mod. The default transfer rate for these is only 320 RF tick, but in the config you can make it have as many RF tick as you'd like. I also been messing around. That's from aircraft. I found this Flux Networks, which I've never used before, obviously. Redstone. With this mod, our fireplace actually has a function. Let's see if we can do this without totally obliterating everything. Aw, we're gonna get that back. Uh-oh. Nope, nope. Just pause. And given our armor that we have, yeah, we're fireproof. It's not us I'm worried about the fire doing anything, David. It's the actual stuff in the area. Let's see, I think we make... I don't know. Must be... that? No. Something else. Let's see. Okay, flux brick. Oh. Well then. Alright, and then... one of those. Flux plug. Flux point. Yay! We're gonna need a lot of that. Okay. Flux cores. And one of those. I've observed this being somewhat better. But first, we have to create a new network, which that'll work. That works. And then you go and set up somewhere we don't need any RF in there. Where do we need RF? Everything right here is wired. I know. I got an idea of where we could plop it. Not the kind of that. Select the network. We want to connect it to that. And then just make sure it's actually receiving power from that. Seems to be working. Actually, you know what? If we're going to use that, let's connect it around the backside so we can put glass there. I don't believe that's a high draw item though. Take this back a bit. Jeez. We're actually out of time for this episode. Well then, if you did enjoy the episode, make sure to hit that like button, and if you really enjoyed, do be sure to subscribe for more videos. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Before you go, to subscribe, click my little guy's face, and also check out some of those other videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one.